DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
Right back to him on first down. Down to about the 45. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Operating from the gun, Ward. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ward. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there on 3rd down. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Once again, it's Irving. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And now an audible here into something else. On 3rd down, they go with Irving. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now a play fake here on first down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now you look at this Saints defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Here's McCarthy. That's taken in by Palmer. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Richards on a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 104 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, it's Richards. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Up the middle they go. It's Richards. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with the keeper. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. Up to the 20. The Buccaneers at 8-2 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. To the air with McCarthy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Irving. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Now a give, Irving running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Irvin. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On play action, McCarthy. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throw left side complete. That's Bradley. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No calls on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Open man, it's Palmer. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's good. For the Buccaneers, first down.
Looking to throw McCarthy. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Ward. Oh, he stays up. Flushed out right. Able to locate his running back. Open downfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the left side. Richards. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richards, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Richards. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a handoff up the middle. Richards. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Richards. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Saints have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Bucky Irving with career touchdown number 75. And the Bucs have retaken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And now they'll shift things around. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
180 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richards, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Here's a handoff to Irving. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 48-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On the ground, it's Irving. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
23-yard line. A gain of 13 on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, get the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Richards. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 191 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Richards. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Richards, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll try the left side. It's Richards. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richards, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. That is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 20-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. They'll try the left side. It's Richards. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now a give right side. It's Richards. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Up the middle they go. Richards. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Here's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. This is 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. He's is back to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's first down. Back to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. This ball intercepted. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially